Yes, yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please, why can't I talk? Please make sure you keep all your comments, all your questions Manchester United related, please, people. FA Cup fourth rounds ain't for everybody. Manchester United rise while others fail. Ponzi scheme FC back in full effect. They even go anywhere, but Ponzi scheme FC here to stay with Manchester United. Scam FC, money in the bank. That for those wrestling fans will get that reference. But we're here. We will discuss Manchester United's win in the FA Cup versus Leicester City. Of course, Diogo Dalot's comments as well on Amorim because he's been speaking a lot. So we'll get to them as well. And look ahead to the Spurs game as well, alongside answering questions from the chat. But like I said, keep all your comments, questions, Manchester United related. Word to troops here. Big up to the OG troops. Slap a like, people. So hit the like button on the video. As soon as you enter the city of sarcasm, pay the toll, pay the tax, which is hit the like button, people. Hit the like button. Please make sure you share across all of the socials as well. And that's be flawless at Sarcasm City TV on Twitter, X/Instagram. Retweet and like on Twitter, share from the Instagram, and just as important, road to 15,000 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well. Like I said, get your questions in. I will start the best question, and of course, if you super chat, I will make sure I get to your question as well. But big up to everyone that is indeed tapped in. Let me see. Big up Warrior J says F the title. Hey, don't get mad at me, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, man. Your mood will be brightened up here. Don't worry about it, Warrior J. Big up to Molly Talk says big up my G. King Winter Soldier. Big up as well. Shouts to you again. Run up the likes. Chinlu. Eddie Guerrero FC, man. You already know. Lying, cheating, stealing, man. That's what we have, man, as a football club. Big up to Logic as well. Some more of the gang will be here shortly. We got Kaneki in the building. What are you telling me, Kaneki? You good?
Freedom, yeah.
That's it. Freedom.
Yeah, freedom to the ManDem.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the whole Sancho and Rashid thing.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I love it. I love watching this freaking inbred fan base get obsessed about it. I love everything about it. That tweet wasn't aimed at you.
It's mad.
Yeah, in the words of Bob Marley. Yeah, in the words of Bob Marley, this brother threw the can, him never call no foul. Yeah? The brother threw the can, him never call no foul. Who the cap fits? This man sent a comment. It has nothing to do with none of Uno.
Facts.
None of you.
He didn't call him. Talk about it.
It had nothing to do with any of you. Mm-hmm. Rashford is gone, like everybody wanted him to be. So this man is like, yeah, freedom, Rashford now. You're free now. Show them that they're wrong. Prove them wrong. That's what the freedom means. Prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. Hearing some man on these mutant channels and with their mutant fan bases. KG for the last 3 years, brother, stick to comedy. All right. Just stay as a comedian.
Allow the shots, man. Don't take the
piss. No. I'm just saying that. Just stick to being a comedian. All right.
Allow the shots.
Because
big up Eddie as well.
What you say, Eddie? These waste man them. What Sancho has done. Okay, name me a wing at Man United that's outperforming Sancho this season because he was labeled our 5th best winger.
Oh,
so currently.
Did you not see the comment? So have you seen it, Eddie?
Yeah,
have you seen it, bro?
Okay.
Yeah. Right. So it was said he was our 5th best winger, and Amad Diallo was our 4th best winger. Amad Diallo and Jadon Sancho were both being kicked out of Man United under Eric Ten Hag. All right, so Amad Diallo that the club didn't want. Him don't count. Name me a winger at Man United right now that's outperforming Sancho this season. Don't bring up Amad Diallo because this fan base and everybody never wanted Amad Diallo. And everybody on these mutant channels, everyone was saying we should sell Amad. So Amad don't count. The 3 best wingers that are at Man United right now that are better than Jadon Sancho. How much of them are having a better season than Jadon Sancho right now? Like, name me the wingers at Man United having a better season than Jadon Sancho right now. They don't exist. If you take away Bruno Fernandes penalties because he stat pad penalties, you take away Bruno penalty, Bruno has literally averaged 1 open play GA more than Jadon Sancho this season. No, 2. Because Bruno has 6 assists and Jadon Sancho has 4. And mark this, Jadon Sancho is on 4 assists, not because of Jadon Sancho, it's because of Jackson. Jackson's robbed Jadon Sancho of 6.
Jackson ain't helping. I'll
Yep,
say that.
in the league, Jackson has robbed Jadon Sancho of 6 assists. 6.
He is not helping. That is for sure.
No.
He has gone way off the
I know,
boil.
but I'm just bringing this up now.
Nah, you right. I mean, it's
Kaneki.
What's up?
But you know what it comes down to.
No, I know, Eddie, but I'm poking fun at this fan base. Mason Mount, in the last 3 seasons in the Premier League, has averaged, what, 6 GA in 3 years in the Premier League. That's his last season at Chelsea and the 2 years now at Man United. 3 years. Mason Mount has averaged 6 GA in 3 Premier League seasons. Jadon Sancho has that in what? 4 months at Chelsea. 4 months at Chelsea. You're bringing up Ten Hag. Give me 10. So Sancho had issues with Dortmund, and Dortmund took him back. Dortmund and Ten Hag got no beef, but they look at Ten Hag's rep and told him no. Like, let's not forget, Dortmund told Ten Hag to fuck off. They didn't even look at him as a boss. That man went there and showed himself like, I can be the manager of your club. And they literally said, we'd rather have an interim manager than hire you. Doesn't that say something? Like, Ten Hag was right. What was Ten Hag right about? You got rid of Jadon Sancho and played Anthony. Anthony then went on and did what? 42 Premier League games, 1 goal?
Jesus Christ.
Was he right? Was he right on Sancho? Like to the fuckwits that I had to listen to, like that were in Troops comments and all these guys. To the fuckwits Jadon Sancho has 9 goals and 6 assists in 3 years. Congratulations, the last 3 Premier League season, Mason Mount has 6. That's overall what, 4 goals and 2 assists. 4 goals and 2 assists in 3 years in the Premier League for Mason Mount, who needs time at Manchester United. Jadon Sancho in 3 years got 9 goals and 6 assists, and he's being called wash. Everyone is like, I don't care what CFC, Janty, and these guys want to say. Did Man United scam Chelsea with Sancho? Well, currently, Sancho is your second best winger after Madueke. He's in your top 5 players this season. Sancho is in it, and he's your 3rd best attacker. So he's your 3rd best attacker. He's your 5th. He's in the top 5 of your best overall players this season, and he's your 2nd best winger.
Yes.
He's your best left winger.
Big up to H, not United related, but on Kendrick pulling up to.
That was hilarious.
Back in the summer.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Oh shit. Mazza thing.
Yeah,
Eddie.
The tour going.
The tour gonna continue, but he just continued to dance on his grave. Eddie, since we started there.
Yeah, so what's your thoughts on this, Eddie? Because I'm laughing at you.
I'm gonna give after you. I'm gonna give my thoughts again.
Shout out to Sol Campbell.
Wait, first of all, before you continue, no one banned this guy because I want to hear him. Don't leave chat promo. Don't leave chat promo. Yeah, wasters like yourself love chatting shit and dipping. Don't dip, you idiot. I want you to stay here. I want you to stay here and explain this. Suck off Sancho when all of us here said that Sancho should have left 2 years ago.
Oh, you're talking about from the last chat. Got you. Okay.
No, he's right here. No one ban him yet. No one ban him yet because I want to hear. No, I want to hear his. When it comes down to low IQ people, I want to hear them talk. So you can continue. I'm just saying, don't ban this guy because we're going to explain all of this, and I want to hear what that idiot has to say about it. So continue, Eddie.
Go on, Eddie.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know what you people expected. What did you realize the fans, the manager made this kid's life hell the entire time he was been here? You think he's gonna have some type of reverence for this club? Especially after how it ended? People, I mean, again, would I have liked him not to say that? Yes. Just because he's speaking on my club. But does he have every right to talk about United however he wants to? Absolutely. Can you do anything about it? Fuck no. So, all the complaining, all the whining, I'm here to tell you, outside of the little bubble of you people that are doing that, nobody gives a fuck. Seriously. Nobody cares, bro. Like we are playing so shit that's not at the forefront of what's going on with Manchester United in your brain. God bless you. I can't deal with you. Seriously. If this is what you want to put your time and energy on, is whining and complaining about the types of characters that Jadon Sancho used under a comment of Marcus Rashford, who also is not at the club, brother. Why? Like, just why? Leave him alone. Honestly, you should leave the brother alone. Chelsea is already cooking him because I guess he didn't, play to their standards, and I'm not gonna get into that because
no one's playing well at Chelsea right now.
I didn't watch the game, so I can't say, but I doubt that's the case because, again, for what I haven't, Jadon's been solid. It's always been, again, Jadon's a playmaker. But if I'm passing to Pat Bev for the open corner 3 and he misses, I can't be mad. Y'all the ones that put Pat Bev out there. Honestly,
is it Pat Bev open 3?
Yeah, man, we know what it is.
It's so hilarious. Like, we literally watched this brother get a cut in and play through Jackson with an open goal tapping, and he missed. He missed that. Sancho gave this brother 3 tappings, and he missed. But,
come on, man. Like, honestly, leave the kid alone. Like, I get so tired. When I feel like certain shit is just being forced at this point.
It's very agreed.
No, it is forced. It is forced.
Why? Like, again, he's not your player, United fans. He's not your player. You wanted it this way. You wanted Hoyland to lead the line. You wanted Garnacho off the left. Fuck, if we had it your way, we probably would have had Dan James off the right. You people wanted this.
I said, Dan James, yo.
Pace and power, passion, and all that bullshit that we prioritize, man.
Yeah, I remember that, yo. Passion, desire, and intensity, man. Passion, desire, intensity.
All that, bro. All that, bro. So, again, if you have something more to say about Jadon Sancho that you don't like, in my opinion, discuss that shit with the man in the mirror. Honestly. Because outside of that, don't nobody want to hear this shit from you people no more. I'm just being honest. That's me.
Eddie, the thing with it is this. Is people saying Ten Hag was right. Really? Because the guy, as I said before, the guy that he dropped Sancho for got 1 goal in the Premier League in 42 games. 42 games, bro. 1 goal. Jadon Sancho right now is on 2 goals and 4 assists. 13 starts, 5 off the bench. That's 18 in total. So that's an average of 1 GA every 3 games since everybody wants to use GA. Yeah. Like, what are we doing right now? You're like what that guy said, I don't see him in the chat anymore. So more than likely he failed his troll and left. So goodbye anyways. So what it is with these wasters that I keep wondering about is this. What has Sancho done to any of you? Like, let's be real. What has Sancho done to any of you?
Stood up for himself.
Yeah, exactly. The same thing. The same thing right now that what Amorim did with Rashford. And Rashford is like, when I leave, and Amorim is like, Amorim never told Rashford, I want to get rid of you.
Facts.
This brother has probably sat down with Rashford and said, yo, bro, my team needs you right now, but I need you to fix up. You don't like that. So you're like, oh, when I leave. So this man is like, oh, you want to leave? Let me help you leave. And just dropped you. Let me give you a rude awakening. You want to leave? Let's leave then. Leave then. Let's see what your world looks like now that you want to leave. Let's look. You went from wanting to go to Barcelona to ending up in Birmingham. Everybody is saying about, oh, look what he did against Aston Villa. So he came on at Aston Villa against Spurs, and his whole highlight was him running into Spurs players. So
Yeah,
basically, it's basic Rashford.
he
It's
got the
basic
one meg.
Rashford.
He got the one. He was just effort and energy, and he got the
Yeah,
one meg on Poro.
yeah.
That's
He
what
got
it
the
is.
one meg on
Which is the
Poro,
basic
but
skill.
I'm looking at it now with Jadon Sancho, and I'm like, Sancho is having a okay season at Chelsea. Is he lighting the world on fire? No, he's trying to find back form. A lot of Chelsea has fallen. Sancho hasn't done anything in 11 games for Chelsea. Chelsea's falling off the last 11 games. Do people remember this? Or is it just hard Jadon Sancho?
No, it's just hard Jadon Sancho. And this is why I say shout out to Sol Campbell. Because
It is a color thing.
I'm just gonna say this, and I'm just gonna put it on Front Street, right? They do not like certain people who forget where they came from. They want him to be that kid who's thankful just to be here. Oh, thank you to the fans. Thank you to these clubs. You guys have given me this opportunity to play here. Woo, woo. Fuck all that. The
Thank
best
you.
thing about Jadon Sancho is that he understands that he put in the work to be where he's at.
True.
That is true.
And
You know, so
every time, these people in his young short career, since he's left Dortmund, these people always find some fucking reason to try and break this kid. It's weird to me at this point. It really is.
you wonder
So,
why it's
man,
not
yeah.
weird, Eddie? Sorry. You wonder why it's not weird, Eddie? This fan base don't play the Serie A when Pogba went there after when he left Man United. Won 4 Scudettos, 2 Serie A Player of the Year, Serie A Young Player of the Year, UEFA Golden Boy, and made it into the FIFA World 11. Something no Man United Academy player has done since 2010. No Man United Academy player has made it into FIFA's World 11. But let's go. These man went at him, laughed at him, and said the Serie A don't count. So why are you praising Scott McTominay right now? That's in the most clapped version of the Syria. Why are you
We know
praising
what it
Scott
is.
McTominay?
We always
Oh,
know what it
I
is.
know what it is. But the problem that I'm looking at it is this. Chelsea fans, actual Chelsea fans, not the one that are on social media trying to hunt retweets and this. When I listen to Javon from the Yardman show, when I listen to Lewis, when I listen to all those Chelsea fans that are on Lewis's channel, when they're talking about the season, what they're looking at Sancho is they're saying Sancho's been creating. He's Chelsea's second highest creative player beside Cole Palmer, mind you. He's their second highest chance creator. They're saying Sancho needs to start shooting more. We understand that you
Getting a bit
make
more
a lot
greedy.
of goal scoring chances, but at some point you need to start and shoot. Mans are going laughing at Sancho for ball retention. For him keeping the ball, saying, yo, I don't want to lose the ball here because we're playing against Brighton. The person behind of me is Minta. Minta is on Usain Bolt level of pace, and he's running at Cucurella. What happens when he loses the ball stupidly and Brighton get a counter? You want to know who they're going to blame? Him. You're literally mocking Sancho for ball retention. He has the ball. He's doing nothing with it. Who's helping him? Look at Palmer. Palmer has the ball. Who's trying to help Palmer when he's on the ball in the middle? It's just Caicedo. No one else is trying to come to help him. And Kunku isn't helping him. Jackson isn't helping him. One of Palmer's best games this season came with him and Sancho linking up on the left. What did Maresca do? Stop having Sancho invert inside to help Palmer. He has Sancho staying wide and having Cucurella invert. Cucurella cannot invert. Leave Cucurella to stretch the pitch. Have Sancho play on the inside to help Palmer. It's Maresca. Most Chelsea fans, the actual logical Chelsea fans that speak and are not a part of anything to try and get likes and retweets, most Chelsea fans are saying Maresca needs to stop tinkering with the system because it's costing them. It's costing Palmer. It's costing Madueke. It's costing Caicedo. It's costing Sancho. Because of how he wants to play right now, it's hampering the players because of how he wants them to play right now. It's Chelsea. Chelsea are not performing. It's not Chelsea are performing well and Sancho is dead. It's Chelsea's not performing and it's affecting every player, including Sancho. But it's so hard Jadon Sancho when if you put him in a Man United shirt, he's our third best player. If you look past Bruno Fernandes and Ahmad. This isn't sucking off Jadon Sancho. This is literally pointing out actual freaking fact. Put Sancho in a Man United shirt right now. He's our third best player in the league. Literally, he would be our third best attacker in the league if he was in a Man United shirt. What? So what is this about? Listen, I don't care about it at the end of the day. I said it before when Pogba left. I said it when everybody's left. Yo, these men have left. That has nothing to do with Man United anymore. Focus on Man United. Anybody that's going to sit down and waste their time, like you're laughing at Jadon Sancho. I've never seen a man be drowning and laughing at a guy that's thirsty. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. Chelsea right now are sitting on a bench thirsty and you're drowning and you're laughing at Chelsea because they're thirsty. I've never seen it. Yeah, I have never seen it. I've never seen a man gasping for air laughing at someone coughing. Chelsea is fourth. Why are Man United? Why are you looking at Chelsea for? You should be looking at Spurs. If Spurs beat Man United, you're 15th. If West Ham win, you're 17th.
Shit, yeah, we can drop way down the table, yo.
So why?
Actually, yeah, West Ham might be able to catch us. I don't
exactly. So why are you laughing at Chelsea? Why are you laughing at Sancho? Sancho is trying to get Champions League football right now with Chelsea, and what's going on at this club right now is you man are trying not to be in the relegation zone. Why are you pointing fingers and laughing at? I've never seen it. Actual players are looking at it. Yo, Sancho needs to fix up.
You're asking logic.
No, I'm not. I know. But when I'm seeing some people like, yo, Sancho's going through a slow period right now. Sancho needs to fix up. Like Louis saying Sancho needs to fix up. No lies were told. Javon saying I need more from Sancho. No lies being told. The Chelsea fans that are now looking at Sancho saying, yo, brother, you need to try and up the game right now. You are very good at passing. We've seen this now. You need to attack more. All right? The attack is struggling. You need to be another weapon in our attack. No fault with the Chelsea fans saying this. But for everybody that's pointing, he hasn't done anything in 11 games. Rasmus Højlund hasn't done anything in the last 14 games for Man United. Okay? This motherfucker is on 2 goals in 8 months.
And you don't say shit.
All right? Like, let's not forget this. Let's not forget this. If not for penalties, brother, if not for penalties, because everybody always use the penalties, and I'm going to use penalties right now. If not for penalties, Bruno Fernandes has scored the same amount of open play goals as Jadon Sancho. Bruno's played 10 more games than Jadon Sancho in the league.
It's very uncomfortable conversations when you start looking at.
So what are we laughing at? This is the last time I'm going to talk about this. I just find it funny, and I'm going to continue to laugh when I see it. I'm going to laugh when I see it. No, I know I'm saying I know it's being hypocritical, Neil. I know I'm being hypocritical saying I don't care. I'm just saying it's not. It has nothing to do with Man United right now. All right, that's just my point. You man are laughing at something that don't concern you. It don't concern you, and it pisses me off when I'm saying it because I'm like, the strength you have at this guy, how about use that strength and go at our players with that strength? Yeah? How about that? Go at Diogo Dalot, tell him to play better. Stop looking at Jadon Sancho.
Yeah, I need to get into his comments as well. But go on, carry on.
Go at Diogo Dalot now, bro. Go at Bruno Fernandes. Yeah? Try go at Kobe Mino, Rasmus Højlund, Eriksen. Like, go at the players here at Man United with that same vim and tell them to play better. You're looking at a guy right now that's 4th. And as you've all seen, he don't care. He really does not care.
Yeah, there's facts. In regards to it, before we continue, hey, run up the likes. There's over 140 of you lot in the building. And we're only at 34 likes. Let's get up to 80 likes, people. Hit that like button, man. When you enter the city of sarcasm, pay the toll, people. Pay the tax in the city, which is just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well. Because I know some of you lot are new. Big up to Neil as well. As he mentioned, he's from the area of Devon, so he's glad that it's Plymouth. And who else, Devon? Who's the other team from that area who's also free? But big up to you. Big up King, everyone else in the chat as well. On this Sancho thing, United fans been waiting on this, people, because he went to Chelsea and Chelsea were playing well and they was flying and the team was doing well. He was doing well. The attackers was doing well. Chelsea at one point were literally a win away from going top of the league, I believe. Now he's actually had a drop off, which was going to happen because most players have a drop off. Even though his drop off has not been terrible, it's not like he's been horrendous or he's been the worst at Chelsea or he's been alone. Jackson's been terrible. Palmer's been terrible. Nettle's been terrible. Madueke's been terrible. Their team pretty much has been terrible. I think they won, 2-9? 2-10? Adding in and going out to Brighton in the FA Cup as well. Their goalkeeper, their defensive issues, never mind Maresca, never mind their ownership. This agendas. That's where it stems from. And I understand where it comes from, but it's still very, 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 very strange to me in regards to it. Like Kaneki was saying, why fans care so much. And I wouldn't be talking about this if fans didn't do this. And Eddie mentioned it. No, sorry, Kaneki mentioned this. When he says back to the freedom thing, because I know what it is with the form at Chelsea. Fans were just waiting for him to have a couple bad games to go, there he is, he's bad. Well, if he's bad, you should be glad we're getting 25 mil. I don't understand celebrating the downfall or celebrating a player we've sold performing poorly. Like, I really, really don't understand that. And in regards to it, the freedom, I said it on back again and I say it now. Rashford is his brethren. He is watched Rashford be miserable. He'll know more than us because they've spoke about it. So not only would he have been there, he also would be speaking to him now. He's been moved on to Chelsea about what is going on and how bad it is. And before Amorim, Rashford, you could visibly see he looked unhappy, was not enjoying his football, adding his terrible form, adding in his off-the-field issues as well. So when Sancho says freedom, he's merely just talking about Rashford being out of a terrible situation. Why is that a shot at I don't see that and think he's taking a shot at Manchester United. Manchester United isn't a good place to be for Rashford. I've said this about, hey, Rashford needs a move. That's best for his career. Because I actually think Rashford will do well at Villa. I actually think he'll do well making a move. I just don't think it's here at Manchester United Football Club. So how come I can say that and it's not wild, but Sancho says that and it's such a huge problem because he said freedom. He didn't attack the club. He's talking about freedom for Rashford. Does anyone think Rashford should still be here? Does anyone think it's a good environment for Rashford to be in? Who benefits from Rashford being at Manchester United? Like, Rashford doesn't benefit. Manchester United don't benefit. So it's best to part ways. But again, it ties back into right message, wrong messenger, because people have it in for Sancho, which is crazy to me. If he's as bad a player as you think he is, should be glad that Sancho's gone. And we're also going to get 25 million for him. And then, quote unquote, we fleece Chelsea. It's outrageous that people have been waiting months for this. Still chatting about him like he's our player. Like, I don't wish him. I wish him well. I wish all our players will leave well. All of them. Rashford.
Except Scott McTominay. Fuck Scott McTominay. I'll never wish that nigga well.
Yeah, I know you won't. But I will, like McTominay, Fred, all the play. Martial, all of them. Wish them all well. When Bruno finally leaves and Maguire leaves, etc., wish them well. I have zero issue. You know what I'm saying? So Deal Driscoll says, real United fans want players to fail at rival clubs. Why, Neil? That makes no sense to me. Why would Sancho failing at Chelsea help Manchester United?
You understand we're trying to sell this dude, right?
Now, he's already sold because if they finish above 12th, it's an obligation of 25 million, so he's gone. Oh. So, yeah, Neil, are you talking about Sancho? Obviously, I said quite a lot there, so you could be talking about something else, Neil. Let me know in the chat, Neil Driscoll. Like, I don't get that. But Rashford definitely, same way Anthony's gone out in loan. Malassi, I hope they all kill it. So we can we can recuperate some money and it can increase their value. Like I
don't get it. Like the only player I really see any Lewis hates is just Havertz, and it's not really like it hates him. It's like when he does something now, and troops get angry, he's just go back to like, this is what I was talking about at Chelsea, and people said I was wrong. Like Mount is here. I don't see Lewis preying on Mount's downfall. He's just glad he's gone.
Yeah. And to Daryl, I want Rashford to do very, very well, in particular on loan, to try and sell him. A big up to DJ Sav, who says, big up Flawless. My team has dropped in form big time. Sancho not a bad player. The whole team is struggling. What's the Amorim comments we'll get to in a second? But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts. Oh, hear about the players the training session, I'm guessing, right? I go to these now. We got Warrior J for that. But yeah, people are just waiting on it. And when Sancho plays well at Chelsea, they're quiet. And then when he has a bad run of form or he just performs average, they're going to criticize heavily. It's mad. I see people doing hate watches not hate watches in regards to live streams, but on socials. Like, oh, yeah, he had an awful game. It's like, you ain't watching Chelsea like that. Let's cut it out. Ruben Amorim ordered some of his Manchester United players to undergo a full training session immediately after their 2-1 win over Leicester on Friday, rather than a customary post-match warm-down. Amorim decided to do it after being disappointed with the performance. One of the players appeared to be Rasmus Højlund, who played the full 90 minutes. Hey, Eddie, we'll go to you. Thoughts on the players doing a full training session? Not all of them, but some of the players doing a full training session after they win against Leicester because Amorim wasn't happy.
Yeah, they have a week off, so they're able to recover. He has to do whatever he can. I think, he's a part of that just through his selection of players. But I'm not mad at that. Like, I don't want it to be like Ten Hag where it's like, damn, you got these dudes running after every fucking game because you already know, like, you're playing Thursday, Sunday. We can't be doing shit like that. But for me, he seems to have a manage on their health, so I'm not really too upset, bro. Like, honestly, it's one of those things where this happens all the time in sports. A lot of the times it's actually like self-sufficient, right? Like a player has a bad game, he gets some extra training in after the game, whether that's sprinting, taking shots, all that type of shit. So I'm not mad at it. It's not, and I think it just adds on to the frustration that a lot of fans have with this manager, because we hear him speak and we see his actions, and it's almost like, okay, you know what the problem is, but for some reason there's a significant amount of time where you're adding on to the problem, but then you bring the remedies to fix whatever you did, and it's just like, how about you just set up so there's nothing to fix? Like, at this point, it should be Ahmad and Dorgu at wingback. That's a non-negotiable. Play Dorgu off the left, Ahmad off the right. You have your attacking wingbacks.
True.
Your striker. Honestly, you go Xerxes. The 10s, the only one solidified is Kobe Minor. And he prefers to play off the left, so I don't know what that does for Garnacho, because you need somebody selfish in that front three to really at least give you something, an attacking threat. But him playing the 10 is diabolical. So I can see the issues, but I can tell you what you're not supposed to do. Play Rasmus Højlund 90 minutes. That's a non-negotiable.
Yes, that is a fucking non-negotiable. Fam.
Non-negotiable, bro.
That is a non-negotiable.
We not putting Bruno in the 10. I don't understand it. Well, I do understand. It's Portuguese.
Just playing Bruno full stop, but hey,
just playing Bruno. Yeah, because there's literally not a position on that pitch.
Yeah, you don't fit
where he fits.
No position. You don't fit. No role in the
He does fit the position. He can play he can sit in the fucking stands. Not even on the fucking bench. He can be on the stands. He can be there.
I was gonna say that.
You can hold a position as a fan that cheers for the team. You can do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but again, these guys are paid and trained to compete at a high level, and if they're not doing that, well, we need to take steps to get closer to doing that. Them getting in some extra training is a part of that, so I'm not too upset over it.
Yeah, I'm glad that it happened. I'm glad that they do an extra training straight after the game.
My bad. One more thing.
Yeah, of course.
I'm just glad that after the game he said that shit wasn't good enough, because we had a previous manager who would have told us different. So yeah,
it was a fantastic game. We played, we did our best, to win the game, and You know, I'm happy with our performance, and we keep moving. You know, like let's be honest, bro. It wasn't just Rasmus Højlund. Is that an echo, Eddie?
Yeah, it might
Maybe
be
it's me.
Yeah,
Is it gone? Say something.
yeah. Hold up, yeah, it was Eddie.
Cool.
All right.
I'll let you
So,
settle.
so
Yeah,
what I'm going to do is it wasn't just Rasmus Højlund. The people that were in training was Diogo Dalot was one of them as well. It was Diogo Dalot. I know Diogo Dalot, Rasmus Højlund, and Ugarte were there. I know those three were there, rightfully so, because those three were fucking awful. But we are going to continue. We're going to continue with this though. That one with the whole offside shot, that game was trash, and it was trash. Amarin coming out and just saying everything else to the people that are going at him. As I said before, I say it again. My stance on this to everybody in chat, I know I want you to hear me. I am lying to myself because I hate 98% of the players. All right. Xerxes, Ahmad, Lenny Euro, Dilit, Mazuari, Kobe Mino. Like those six and Dogo because he's here and Collier. So those eight. Those are the only eight players at Man United I can actually stand. Everybody else can go. I don't like no one here. Why does he keep playing Diogo Dalot on the left? You want to know why? Because he's letting the board know I need a fucking wing back. He puts Diogo Dalot on the right, and let's say Diogo Dalot has a decent time on the right. You want to know what's going to be said? Yeah, you want to know what's going to be said in the summer? Oh, we don't need a wing back. Diogo Dalot is decent. No, we do. Okay? Why is he playing Bruno Fernandes in midfield? You want to know why? Let's say he plays Casemiro and Ugarte in the midfield, and it looks decent. You want to know what's going to be said in the summer? Oh, we don't need a fucking midfielder. Yeah? We don't need a midfielder. Why does he keep playing Højlund? You want to know why? Because he trusts Xerxes. Why does he keep bringing Xerxes? Why does he keep having Xerxes off the bench? Because he knows Xerxes can get him a goal. Xerxes will get him this. Xerxes will get him that. He knows he can trust Xerxes.
You think he wants to have something as an option?
He wants something on the bench that he trusts. Because let's be real. Name me a player on our bench that he trusts. When Højlund was on our bench, this brother brought on everybody else before he brought on Højlund. This brother brought on Eriksen, he brought on Casemiro. Shit, he brought on Harry Maguire before he brought on Rasmus Højlund. After that, in the middle of that game, when we needed a sub, who was his first sub? Xerxes. Then he brought on Garnacho.
I can't remember who it was, but it might have been Garnacho. He brought on Garnacho before because Garnacho came on at halftime.
Yeah, Garnacho came. No, it was Garnacho. Then it was Xerxes. Yeah, it was Garnacho. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah,
he trusts Xerxes because he knows Xerxes will get me a goal. Xerxes will make me a goal. Xerxes will assist a goal. Xerxes guarantees him immediate contribution the moment he comes onto the pitch. Rasmus Højlund in 90 minutes did nothing. Rasmus Højlund came on against which game was it? He came on as a sub. Was it Crystal Palace? No, it wasn't Crystal Palace. Yeah, he came on against Crystal Palace. He did nothing. So how it is this?
Leslie's on your thought process. That's
yeah, this is it. Expose these players. Expose all these players. So no one can say, oh, well, we don't need to get rid of him because he showed he can play when in this. But no, I want everybody gone. I saw news come out that Eriksen might retire after this season. That's one gone. Yeah. I need four more. I need four more gone. Casemiro gonna leave. That's two. I still need four people gone.
We shot in that area.
Yeah. 25 mil for Sancho. That's money we don't. That's 25 mil we don't have. Yeah. 25 mil for Sancho. Rashford, if he performs well at Aston Villa, I really pray he does. Because not to a level where people can say we should keep Rashford. Just to a level where everybody can say, yeah, sell him. I don't want Rashford performing to a level where I'm going to hear the excuse, we should keep him. No. I want Rashford to perform where everybody can now shake hands in agreement, sell him. Yeah? We already failed the Garnacho sale, so I know he's probably going to be here next season. So I'm already giving up on his on the sale of Garnacho. But to everybody else here, I want no one to still be here. Yeah? Neil, you get it. You get it. He needs to be benched. Kobe Mano hasn't really been playing well. But the option is this. Who are we going to play there? I don't want to see Bruno Fernandes there.
Nah,
I've
try
seen
Ericsson.
enough of him there.
I'd run Ericsson there, to be honest.
All right. The problem is I'm looking at it. I'm lying to myself, as I said, chat. I want him to just continue exposing the players to let everybody see that we need players here. And if the board don't give me a player here, you know why. We've all seen we need someone here. We need someone there. We need players everywhere. That's my joke on this. That's my whole 2 cents on this. All right. He makes dumb decisions. Amorim makes dumb decisions. No lie on that. Because even I'm at one point was saying, at this point, bro, you have a 11 that you can somewhat. I can't even say 11. You have 8 players that you
I think you're being
know you
generous
can
with 8.
get something from. Like,
You might be generous with 8, but go on, carry
yeah,
on.
like Amad Diallo on the right, Dogo on the left,
Yes.
Casemiro and Ugarte with Ericsson, Mino, and Xerxes. Like, if you play that, we guarantee we keep the ball, we move the ball a lot, and we move the ball a lot better. Yeah? Maybe 5, like, there's something there we can work with. The thing is, Ericsson can't play a lot of games because of the pacemaker in his heart, so he can't play all the games. So we have to drop Ericsson from time to time. So that means Diogo Dalot, unfortunately, is going to have to be in this team. Because now we have to pick between 2 dumbasses. We have to pick between Beavis and Butthead. Diogo Dalot or Bruno Fernandes has to play in the team now. So if Amad Diallo plays as a 10, Diogo Dalot got to play. If Amad is going to stay on the wing, Bruno Fernandes got to play. Like, it's on a level now where it's still bad. It's still bad. Even with the best lineup we could come up with, it's still bad at the end of the day because these guys at the end of the day are still limited. They're still limited. Kobe Mino is limited. He can play as a 10, yes, but with no one linking off of him and team swamping him, he doesn't have the foot movement to glide past players every single game. He doesn't. This is how I'm really looking at it. I'm not going to blame Almerim because the owners wrote this season off. Almerim isn't playing football, and think about it. Almerim isn't playing like he wrote this season off. He's not performing like we wrote this season off. If Almerim was playing like he wrote this season off, we wouldn't have made it through in the Europa League. We wouldn't be in the 5th round of the FA Cup if Almerim was on this right off the season mentality. Almerim is still trying to do something. He's still trying to compete. We have 2 silverware, and I want to still compete for both of them. I still want to see us compete for both of them. I do. Yes, if I don't want to play anybody in the FA Cup, really. I want to play Dagenham and Redbridge in the FA Cup. Yeah, I'm being honest. I don't want to play Plymouth. Literally played old school Brexit football against Liverpool and won. Like every time every single Plymouth ball was just in the air. That was just 2000 football.
Old school, man.
2000 football.
Basics. They went back to basics.
And that's it. I don't trust this team against anybody. I don't trust this team against Bournemouth, Brighton, Brighton, Manchester City, Aston Villa. I don't trust these ones against Plymouth.
I've been saying that. Let me get to this from Leslie. Says, big up, Amorim is purposely exposing these players. This is not football. It's a revelation to how to get these players gone. And I hear you, Leslie. And Kaneki's of that thought process. Double A, who I was talking to, he's of that same thought process as well. Maybe that is the case. And I don't particularly like it. But if that is the case where he's playing these players to go to the board, hey, if you
can do both, though.
Yeah, go on, Eddie. Go on.
You can do both. I hear it, but the way we're playing, it's just so bad.
Yes.
I still feel like you can get your point across, but at least have us playing a bit more consistency. Now, this is why I appreciate having Kaneki on, because he's watched the development of Amorim as a manager. So if he says 30 certain things about what he's doing right now, I'll take it to the bank because I know he has a vast collection of evidence to go off of to make that decision.
Mm.
And so at least for me, it helps out a little bit because I get that too, right? I seriously think he's showing Ineos how shit these players are.
So you're with that thought process as well. You think that's what that's a part of why we're
It's a part
doing
of
he's
it.
doing
It's
doing.
a
Okay,
part of it. It's a
okay.
part of it.
It's an
Now again,
interesting
do I think
concept.
he should be
Go on.
doing because some of the decisions and some of the players he's relying upon are so like they're just so shit, and he's consistently going back to them.
Yeah,
It's at a point now where that's the only reasonable thing I can say because he then diagnoses why the team wasn't playing well, why that player was on the pitch without saying the said player.
that's why. Yeah.
Thank you.
Right?
Because Eddie, don't mean to cut in.
No,
I
you're
want
good.
I want like to Neil, because I'm speaking with Neil because Neil knows what I mean. Neil and the Man United fans, all 123 of you,
Hey, what
make
did
sure
you
you
say?
guys are hitting the likes, man.
One of the likes.
Make sure you
United played Plymouth or Exeter City. Then what you saying, Neil? You can get tickets for the game, or are you looking for tickets for the game? Let me know which is the case, baby. If you can
yeah,
get tickets for the game, let me
in
know,
the-
Neil. Because you
yeah,
said
in
can. Are you looking?
yeah,
Because I know that's your area. Are you looking for tickets, Neil, or can you get tickets? Is that what you're saying? I'm just wanting to add to that. Go
yeah.
on, say what you're saying to me.
So, cause what I'm saying is I'm going to bring up a list because I want everybody here supposed to remember this. After the 2016-17 season when we won the Europa League, Jose Mourinho that season wanted Marco Verratti. The board said no because Fellaini was doing a job in the midfield. Mourinho wanted Brozovic. The board said no because Ander Herrera was doing a job in the midfield.
Mm.
He wanted Perisic. The board said no because Lingard was doing a job. Listen to those names now. We lost out on Brozovic, Perisic, and Verratti because Fellaini, Lingard, and Ander Herrera were doing a job. Does anybody here want to hear that Manchester United? I'm just going to pull random names out my head now. So, Luis Henrique from Marseille, Brazilian, 20 years old, right wing back, can play left wing back, and can play as an inside 10. He's done that for Lille, for Marseille. He's 11 million. Man United rejects buying him because Diogo Dalot can do a job at right wing back. Now let's say we're trying to go after
Yeah, these are hypotheticals you're saying.
these
Like
are hypotheticals. I'm going to say no, we have a chance to get
this is the problem because we don't know what the new ownership is like in regards to. We've seen him in the summer, but we haven't seen him in the summer with a manager that's their guy. Like they've had
right
time.
now.
It'll be interesting to see how they do back him in the summer, which makes it strange. Let's say you're right, Kaneki, and your thought process of okay, he's showcasing how bad these players are. It's like, is this what it takes? Like you have to show the board, like, hey, you know what? I cannot do anything. 2-3 players. I need 5-6 players, and then I'm going to utilize the youth players. So then, if you bring in 5 or 6 players, and then you bring in 5-6 youth players, it's like you're
thank
talking
you. Like you said that, and I agreed with you when you said because I'm like that's a perfect blend. At Real Madrid right now, Camavinga and Valverde aren't really happy with their game times, so one of those two might be available. Man United aren't going to go after one of those guys because during the process of him trying to play the players, everyone is saying, yeah, well, Bruno Fernandes did a job as in the pivot. So we're not going to try and get Valverde or Camavinga. We're not going to try and get none of those two because Bruno did a job at 8. So we just lost a wing back and a very class 8 because we had players that could fill the gap. Not perform there, they can fill a gap. So instead of buying people that can give us guaranteed 7 out of 10s, we're now happy with players that can barely give us a 5 out of 10 in that position. Who here would be happy with that? No one. No one would be happy with that. And it's something what I'm saying right now, I don't want to see. I understand it's upsetting, as Neil has said it and everyone has said it. I know it's upsetting. Play the players in the actual position. But if not playing them in position, get them out the door faster. It's going, look, I'm not a part of this costing us game thing. I will never lie to myself and say, I'm okay with it costing us games. I'm not okay with it costing us games.
Yeah.
But from time to time, I don't want him to get any one of these players comfortable to say, yo, they can be a stopgap here, so I don't need this player here. I want them all gone. I want them exposed. I want it to be seen by everyone. We need a midfielder that can pass. We need a wing back. We need an inside 10 that's very good on the ball. We need a striker, and we need a centre back. That's what I want to see now. This is just what I want to see now. Man United fans are actually agreeing on some point that we need a wing back and we need a midfielder. Yeah, we need a midfielder that can play the 6/8 role.
That is one thing that everybody seems to be, and our fan base is rarely united on anything. No pun intended. That everybody got to go, and we need new players. That it seems to be, and everyone's pretty clear on what is needed. Like, I think everyone will say, yeah, striker, yeah, 10, yeah, central midfielder, yeah, wing back, yeah, left-sided centre back. I don't really hear too much pushback on any of those things. You could probably include a goalkeeper in that as well.
Yeah, we can definitely add a goalkeeper to that.
Yeah, like, but I see very little defense. Like, if we also was here, was like, yeah, we want a goalkeeper. I don't think anyone in the chat would be like, no, I want to put a new goalkeeper, or a left-sided centre back, or a central midfielder, like you mentioned. Whether like the profile might change, but yeah, like Rusty saying it there, we need a new full. And to Rusty, this backs on my point as well about this. Now seems to be the general consensus is, we need a new first team. We need this. We need that. But I think people are pretty clear on what is required in terms of position.
And it's something I love so much, Flawless, because we've been here with this whole transfer thing before from the last 3 years with Ten Hag, where we all heard, oh, we don't need this, we don't need that, we don't need this, we don't need that, because we had a player there that was covering, not good in that position, they were covering in that position. So we're accepting your ship is sinking. You put duct tape there. That don't mean continue the journey. That means go back to port and fix the fucking ship.
Yes. Fix the goddamn
ship. With it now, Almarim, I'm hearing what you're saying. I see what you're doing, at least, or what I'm fooling myself into what you're doing. I don't trust the owners. I've never trusted these guys. And how I'm looking at it right now is just this now. What I want from you now, I'm going to say it. I'm never going to be someone that says I don't want it. Fam, get us into Europe. Get us into Europe. If it's via FA Cup or win the Europa League, get us into Europe.
FA Cup would be Europa League, and
will be Europa League, and winning the Europa League puts us up straight in the champs. Get us into Europe, bro. Just find a way. Do the Mourinho thing.
Scammer thing, man. You're saying scammer thing. I hear it.
It's adding to the charges at this point. If by March, because that's when it's supposed to start up back. If by March when you see nothing in the league, brother, bond the league. Mourinho did that in 2016, 2017. You see, when you realize that the league is a lost cause, bond the league. Focus on getting us into Europe in one of those two competitions. Do that. Do that, and we just start back again in the summer. That is my expectations of Almarim right now. Just get us into Europe.
When we get to the super chat from Sai, big up, man. Appreciate the super chat. Says big up panel. Off topic, Drake taking the biggest L in rap history. Kendrick performance was outstanding. Rap music is one of the toughest musics to perform, one of the toughest genres to perform like that. I hear you saying, yeah, you're right. Now Drake definitely taking the biggest L. And Kendrick gonna continue to tour. Like, not only did he kick his ass, like, you doing a whole victory lap of this, which is great to see. And I have no horse in the race. It's simply because I like lyrical warfare. Yeah, go on.
This man unfollowed Samuel L. Jackson and deleted all.
I don't know if it's true. It can't be that.
No, he did. No, he did. The pictures that he took with Samuel
You
L.
know what?
Jackson, he took
I
them
get
all
it.
down.
I get
He
it.
took
You
them
know,
all down, bro. But
that part of it, I do get. I
no,
do get.
it
That part
was
of it.
hilarious. Fam, when he did, I'm gonna put that as my as my image. The next stream we do, because when that man said "say Drake" and turned around with that smile, that shit was one. Fuck you, Chiefs. Okay, yeah. My supervisor, hold that. I know I'm going to get punished. I know I'm going to get punished for it, but hold that, yeah. Hold that, yeah. You fraud. All these mans laughing at Taylor Swift. Yeah, but these people have just been chatting a lot. Listen, my niece is a Swiftie, bro. You have to understand, yeah.
How was your niece?
Any L these people take, I cherish it. All right, I've been hearing, like, I can't have peace in my house when they visit because I have to hear Taylor Swift, bro.
Well, yeah, that's peak.
It's like, first I had to listen to every single shit from Frozen. Now I have to listen to Taylor Swift. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. So him taking this L, and it's an L that he can't erase this shit. Like what he tried to do, like what he did with Pusha T. Yeah,
the Pusha T one was bad. It's just that Pusha T didn't have an anthem, but the Pusha T one was also a
and
very,
the thing
very
is,
go on, Eddie.
Pusha T ain't make a banger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He made an anthem like this. Like my sister messaged me, I was like, "Yeah, my niece is dancing around to Not Like Us." It's like this is crazy work,
yeah.
That's she 5.
Like
you know
you gotta be Here's the thing, right? With this Kendrick shit, it like if anybody has watched the Pop Out,
yeah,
you know Kendrick can put on the show.
Facts.
And y'all didn't get the full scale Kendrick because he was doing that shit on cable TV.
Yes.
So you can't get the cussing. You really can't get the actors that he wants to put on. So you got like if y'all go to a live Kendrick show, you'll see everything you want to see. I've been to a couple, and he's one of the best performers I've ever been.
Getting Serena Williams was disgusting as well, Eddie. Like this man got freaking his ex. Your ex is crip walking on your grave. Like your ex crip walking on your grave with your op.
Love that.
Crazy work.
And I've seen people talk about, oh, he made this song, he made his one night about another man. Brother. Yeah. And I made how many millions off this, dog?
Yes.
I got how many Grammys off this?
Yes.
No matter which way you look at it, me talking about you in such a bad fashion put me on top.
Yes.
Problem.
It's
look
not
at Crimea
you,
River.
Me.
Look at Crimea River from Timberlake. That's a diss track on Britney Spears. That's his most played song ever.
No, yeah, Timberland went, that instrumental is
Timberland went crazy with that one.
Yeah,
man
Timberland, that is genius. He went
but
crazy.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all, bro. Like Kendrick. The only time you get the full Kendrick experience is when you go to his concert.
Yeah.
That's a cable TV type shit. They're not finna let him say what he really want to say, do what he want to do. Even from the set list.
Yeah.
The set list was not Kendrick's idea. The set list was what was given to him. Or it was a collaborative effort.
Yeah, because it was a mix.
They muted. They got rid of. They told him the songs he can't sing, and for the Not Like Us, they told him they brought it to a section. Like he could only sing a certain section of the song. He couldn't sing the whole song.
And the intro was fire as well, the way he did it.
Yeah, the man said, "Yo, some people like to sue." I'm like, God damn it!
Fire.
Like this brother, and let this be a lesson because it's in football terms. Stop trying to move like Real Madrid when you are Arsenal, bro. Know your limits. Know where you stand in this world. Drake was on here, top of the world, thinking he was Billy Badass. And then he broke into Billy Badass.
He was that guy. And it's like, he thought that's why he can't hold this L.
But that was his problem. That was his problem.
He thought he was immune, fam. He thought he was Superman, forgetting that Superman, his weakness is kryptonite.
He thought he was Teflon, and we found out you soft, boy. You soft.
Man, Oche moving like Achilles. I am invincible. Yeah, you got weak knees, boy.
Because like we know that the fact is, not only is it a terrible L you took, it's worse because we know it bothers you as well by your
It
reaction.
hurt. It doesn't bother you. It hurts
Which
you.
I get. I get that it bothers you and it hurts you, but like you're not supposed to show us.
I'm surprised.
You're
I'm
supposed to
surprised I
just be
never
like,
saw
what the
you.
what song? You know what I'm saying?
I'm surprised I never saw you on that whole sue list because he was suing reactors that reacted to his song. Like
Yeah, I wish.
really,
Yeah,
really.
I could have done with the promo. Hey, but yeah,
This man, you're suing reactors for reacting to your song. You're suing your own, your Universal. They're for promoting a song. Like you did everything that made you a
like,
bitch.
and that's the thing is like, yo, not like us went clear because it's just a banger. That's what it is. That's why out of all the songs they went back and forth, none of them did one. None of them had the impact of Not Like Us, even if they're great diss tracks like Meet the
And he
Girl.
did Euphoria. He did
Yeah, like
Euphoria
Euphoria.
over there too. So I mean,
It was so hilarious because I'm like Biggie Small never went at Tupac when he said, "First off, if you in the click you claim West Side." Like I never saw Biggie.
That's why when people say he went too far, I'm like, you lot didn't grow up in hip hop.
You man,
they
fam,
did.
these guys that don't know beef. This is why I pride myself in being an old head. I'm 20 physically, I'm 26 years old. Mentally, I'm in my 80s, bro. Mentally, I'm in my 80s. I'm old school. I know them old House of Pain beef. I know them beef from all the way back to the 70s. I've heard beef that ended in niggas dying.
Bro, they
All
don't
right?
understand that. Like
You
Yes.
like you man out here talking about he shouldn't have gone that far. You've never heard actual beef before, bro. You don't know. Like let me tell you this. You see, if Drake, if this a Jamaican artist, then you know too far. Then you know too far.
It's not too
Yeah,
far. You said you
brother.
mentioned there, man. Literally opened the track before the beat even dropped and said, "That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker."
Yeah,
Like, and then
brother.
the
bro,
video.
bro.
And then the brother said, "Don't one of you got sickle cell. My 4-4s gonna make sure that
I know
all
what's
your
crazy.
kids don't grow."
You know what I figured?
Bro.
You know what I found out about that as well. There's a what's it called? There's a original, not original, but there's another clip of that song that he did the outro, but because he was shouting so much, the mic peaked. It's on YouTube, like he did
Yeah.
Jay-Z on it, but it peaked
Yep,
on the mic, so they didn't put it out, but he
brother.
changed.
Do you these man have? If you heard, if these
Ain't
brother
one of you man got sickle cell or something, bro.
exactly, don't one of you man got sickle cell or something. The man said, "My 4-4 gonna make sure all your kids don't grow." All right, brother. Cartel versus Mavada, the Gaza versus Gully war in a Jamaica at that time. Cause me there in a primary school when that a go on. You see that thing? Nothing will ever be big, fam. The diss track they will come out during that. This the dark. Like fam, even right now when one name call what was it? Bounty Killer Goated. You run you think Kendrick gone far? You think Kendrick gone far? You need to listen to Jamaican diss track and then tell me what do you mean by gone far? The man come up on national television and say Baba Boy run like a wounded dog. Broke you see record. You see record at 9.58, you know. And the man say you broke that record and run from him, you know. Man say you bring 2,000 man come a sting and I just me alone walk here so. And who not run from me? You
Again,
don't know
people
beef.
because when Drake was doing this to Meek, no one had an issue with it.
Yeah, what was it? Back to back. Back to back. No one said shit.
There was none of this.
Like,
But you know what it is? You know what it is too, fathers?
Yeah, go on.
Like Kendrick's an actual battle rapper, right?
Shows.
He's an actual battle rapper. Like people don't understand. Since like 2000 and when he says that in the track, he means it. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. Like Kendrick was built, was kind of he got his platform by just being in LA, by just grinding, by battle rapping. And that it's like a boxer who goes up the ranks. It makes you, it builds a callus on you. So when it comes to this rap shit, like you can throw the meanest punches and you can take some of the meanest punches. And then you couple that with having to rap next to people like Daylight and Absol.
Yeah.
And so what he did was he brought the best of both worlds. Like, I'm gonna bring the grooves, but I'm gonna bring the bars as well.
Yeah.
He did that.
And
And that's the
so
crazy part. He did that.
it's
and
just like they don't understand. Like, brother, if any of you people, I want you to do yourself a favor. Go type up Arsenal, the block captain, most disrespectful Arsenal the rebel. Most
That's what the rebel.
disrespectful bars.
Yeah, Arsenal very super disrespectful. I'm a
no,
URL baby, so I know about Arsenal.
fam,
You
that's
will
not
hear.
disrespectful. That's just, fam. To be disrespectful means you had respect in the first place. That was just straight carnage. That's not
You will
disrespectful. That was
honestly
straight
it's
carnage.
like you hear some of the shit he be saying, and you like, bro, did you just say that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Arsenal
Did
baby
you
is
say that?
what?
Yep.
That's
Like
what
what,
I'm saying. Like,
like what Daryl here says. Like cannabis. Eminem literally made a song called Cannabis.
Hmm?
And this man dragged him so bad in that song.
Yeah,
Dragged
speaking of
him,
cannabis, yeah, people sleep on second round knockout. You know, that
bro.
diss track a very very good
Listen,
diss track to LL Cool.
people don't. That's what I'm saying. They don't. Actual connoisseurs. That's what I'm saying. You have people that listen to music and people that listen to music. Like it's like how I say it. You watch football. I pay attention to
Yeah, what did
football.
Jay-Z?
We are not the same.
It's what Jay-Z said on Renegade, man. Do you fools
Yeah,
listen to music or do you just skim through it?
skim or just skim through it. You don't know because I love music, but you want what I can tell you? You can school me in music, flawless, because I don't have as much experience in music like you do. Like Rhino, all these mans, like people that actually are even further in the rap game than me.
Yeah,
But
I get.
trust me, everybody that's saying it's you, man, don't know what disrespectful is if it was standing in
But you
front
see, like
of
I
you.
said, it's because it's their favorite, and like Eddie said as well, it's because it's on a bigger scale than the Pusha T one because he made the banger. Big up to Dow for the super chat. We're gonna get to the final few points and questions and everything before we do indeed close out. Daryl says, I grew up in the 90s. I can't believe Degrassi rejected Sue. I can't imagine Cannabis suing LL Cool J after those diss tracks. I hear you. Daryl, big up for the super chat though. Appreciate it. Same to you, side as well. There's also these Dalot comments. I go to you, Eddie, as well. Quickly. But Dalot talking hella spicy. Talk about people talking spicy. Dalot talking mad spicy.
can I see it?
So he said, yeah. I'll tell you what it is now. I'm just trying to find it 1 second. It's on the socials. 1 second. Bear with me.
If
And
it
you lot
don't
want to
start
polite to
with
the
my,
subscribe
if
button.
it don't start with my bad, I'm gonna lose my shit. But
Yeah, he's
let's listen.
saying there. Now listen, people might not like my football or not, but they cannot say that I don't give everything for the club, that I don't go to the pitch and I don't feel what the club is about. That is the thing that I always try to pass from myself and from my teammates and for the fans. So that is my proudest moment so far, to say that I fought for a place in the team and tried to be a little bit more consistent about it. This is him on Amarim. If you want me to be completely honest with this manager, I think we can win the Premier League. I think realistically we can win, but then it's become the most difficult thing to hear as a fan, that it will take time. Is this someone training? I don't like to sound as if it's always excuses, but that's the reality. And sometimes we need to face it. But at the same time, we've been fighting and trying to get things better. But we also know that we have a lot of responsibility and we need to do much better than we have been doing in the last couple of games. Because there's some moments that we've shown we can be a good team, that we can do what the manager wants us to do. We're trying to find that consistency. So yeah, Teddy, we'll go to you.
Look, man, this dude Dalot,
winning the league and basically needing to do better is the gist. Go on.
Like I'm just gonna be honest. Like he's saying shit we already know. This is what I be talking about.
Yeah.
Dalot, say some shit about how I'm not doing I don't need to be playing wingback. Like say some shit like that. Put that shit on wax. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, especially when it comes to these players. If it's gonna be some shit like that, I don't want to hear it. Do you think I ever see Dalot and don't think that he's not doing his best?
Yeah, in fact, one thing he doesn't lack is effort. The effort
Never. He lacks direction and common sense on the football pitch. A part of that is the manager. A part of that is just his makeup as a player. As a fullback, he was our most consistent and our best player for a season. I understand. But now with the way that we're moving, personally, I would have put him at one of either the left center back or right center back. But the manager has tried to see if you can play this wingback position. And I just think you're not a wingback.
Yeah, he's not a wingback.
You're not explosive. You're not creative. Do you try? Absolutely. I think what gets to him is the fact that he's trying and he's not producing. And he sees how people are talking about him. That's what's really killing him, right? And so, Dalot, just continue to play football, bro. Honestly. I don't need the Hallmark cards. I don't need the award speeches. Just go out there, do your thing to the best of your ability, and see where it ends up. But to feel like he has to, it's like one of the greatest lessons Pops ever gave me was it's all right to explain yourself unless you don't realize who you're explaining yourself to. Like, if you have to explain yourself to some people who don't know what the fuck is going on out here, why are you even wasting time?
Yeah.
You and the manager are the only ones that know how committed you are to the training, how you committed you are to the process. You're not playing to your standard. It is what it is, man. Just keep grinding, keep going at it. That's all I can ask for.
That's fair. Kaneki, I'm not sure how much you caught of what man said, but yeah.
No, I heard everything.
Oh, you heard it? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I heard it. My thing is, as Eddie said, listen, Diogo Dalot, dog.
Big up Don C as well, man.
Big up Don C and guys and everybody in chat.
Dog.
Yeah. Like Diogo Dalot, you have to listen to me, all right? You are a tryhard. All right? We're going to admit that.
Mm-hmm.
For everybody that's saying, why doesn't Diogo Dalot play on the right? You remember the pass that Diogo Dalot gave to Jogo where he just got the ball and just ran straight into the opponent's box? Diogo Dalot don't do that. Don't do that run. You see that sprint? How you saw Jogo sprinting on that right, completely always getting in the box at every single opportunity? Diogo Dalot doesn't do that. Diogo Dalot will never do that. All right? He's not going to do that. You were saying you're trying, bro, but let me tell you this. Anything multiplied by 0 will always yield 0. All right? You trying your best is not good enough. Okay? Diogo Dalot, I'm going to be honest with you. As Eddie says, you are running around, but there's nothing in your movement. There's no common sense. There's no intelligence when you are on that pitch. There's a chance you have to just knock the ball into green and just chase after it. You're stopping, you're allowing the team to get back into shape, and then that whole chance we just had is gone now because you wanted to do something safe. Bro, you're a wingback. You are a wingback, all right? The reason why you were our best fullback last season was because you were the safer option. It wasn't because you were the better option. You were the safer option. All right? You were literally the safer option. It stops there. Okay? Looking at it now with you explaining it. The manager, we know we can win the league with this man. We know we can win. In his first few games in the Premier League, we technically, it says beat, but we show that we can go to the Emirates and get a point. We can go to to Anfield and get a point, and we can beat Manchester City. Do you know what we have to do to win a league? You have to get a result at the Emirates. You have to get a result at Anfield, and you have to get a result at the Etihad. So you've shown us that you know that you can get 3 of the league competitions out the way. Bless you. Yeah, you've shown me that you have the intelligence now. Amorim has the intelligence now to get a result against big teams. You want to know who you need to try and beat to win a league? The big teams. So you've showed us that. You showed us that now. We know we trust the manager. We don't trust you. Okay? We don't trust you, Dalot. We don't. I don't trust you as a wingback. I don't trust you as a centre back. I don't trust you as a United player, right?
Damn.
Yeah? I don't trust you as a United player, right? It is the other team around. Yeah, Jay, you have a point. I'm just saying that the tough competitions right now, because if you look at who are the favorite, who will be favorites for the league next year, it's going to be Liverpool, Manchester City, and let's say Arsenal. So those three. But he showed us that he can get a result against those three. So that's just what I'm saying. We've already seen enough to know this. I trust the manager. I don't trust the players, bro. I don't trust you. You're one of the players I don't trust. I don't trust you because you've shown us this season that we can't rely on you to attack. The fans are screaming at you to attack.
Yeah, and he can't. You just
and
can't.
you can't.
He's just got no bag, and it's not a lack of, like Eddie said, and you mentioned him being a tryhard. It's not a lack of effort. It's not a lack of application. And he mentioned that he knows what he is. In regards to the training, we all know it's going to take time. He didn't say anything wrong there. Of course, people are saying, "Oh, how could he say that about Amorim? Like he's going to win the Premier League?" Like, well, of course he's going to say that he thinks the manager can win the Premier League, even if in his heart of hearts he doesn't. And that's pretty much my thoughts on it. I wonder why he's got, because they don't normally talk in interviews and stuff. So I'm guessing it's something to do with the club. That's to why these Dalot quotes are coming out from somewhere, but I'm unsure. But you lot continue to run up the likes.
I think it has to be with
as well, man. Hit the notification bell too. There wasn't really too much to say in the game. We're going connect.
No, I think it has to be with the fact. Remember, I said that there were a couple players in training. He was one of them. So I think it's basically, he was there. So I'm thinking he's one of the players at Man United right now that's currently under fire. He's one of the players right now. If anyone in chat can probably bring up 5 players this season, chat, players that you think are on their last legs. Either they fix up or they fuck off. The chat, name those 5 Man United players. He's one of them for me right now. He's one of them to say he's under fire from everybody because they're like, you refuse to go forward. You refuse to pass forward. You're way too safe. You're lethargic and you're trying. But what are you trying to do? Basically, you're applying yourself, but to do what? You're not applying yourself going forward. You're not really applying yourself tracking back. Your passing is woeful and you're not crossing. You're just running around. That's all you're applying yourself in just running up and down. There's no substance to your running. There's nothing with it. So I think this right now is him basically coming out trying to tell the fans yo, I'm playing bad. I know this. But I'm basically it's probably him saying I'm trying to understand the manager's system better. It's a shit excuse. I'm not making excuses for Diogo Dalot, but I think it's more likely him just saying, yo, we're trying. It's going to take a bit of time because a lot of us isn't really used to this.
That's fair. We spoke there ain't really too much to say on the game, people, in regards to the Leicester win. First half, very, very bad. Second half was better. Subs made a difference in Garnacho and Xerxes. Other than that, not too much else. We'll continue to run up the likes, hit the subscribe button, notification bell. Let me just get scoreline predictions from the ManDem. I just seen Eddie's
Rasmus, Rashi, Diogo Dalot,
Rashford, Garnacho, Dalot, Bruno, Onana. I hear you, Lucian, and this many more. I just seen Eddie shout out to Plymouth in the what's it called underneath of the description.
I already know, man. I said it before. I say it again. Last in the championship and number 1 in our hearts, man.
You know. Scoreline prediction for the Spurs game on Sunday, Eddie, because I might not do a show tomorrow.
Score prediction, give me 2-1 to United.
Yeah, let's go. 2-1 to United. What are you saying, Connect? Your scoreline prediction?
I'm gonna go 1-0. I'm just gonna go a safe 1-0. Man United.
And Eddie, you don't know this. Lucott's still in line to be making his debut tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, so people, there'll be a watch along tonight, even though it's a late one. There'll be a watch along tonight, so you will get that Utah Jazz, LA Lakers watch along live on the Sarcasm City TV playback. Before that, we'll do the Bucks Warriors game as well, people. So 1 a.m. that will be 1 a.m. and then we'll follow that into the Luca's debut. I was gonna do the Serie A game. I might do. I might not. I might take a nap. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of tired, but 10:30 p.m. you will definitely get the fan calling show right here on the YouTube. That is the new time for it. Talk Your Ish. So for those that don't know in the chat, Talk Your Ish is the fan calling show live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel, and it's open for anybody to call in. Just me on there. Feel free to call hearing people. Many people have called in, chat to people on a regular. Some people have got on the channel permanently via the call in as well. So I just dropped the link in the chat. And you can come in and talk about. I'll ask you a couple questions about your team, but you can come in on and talk about whatever you want to chat about. Maybe you want to have a rant about something. Maybe you want to criticize the player, criticize your manager, ownership, whole team, criticize the fans. Maybe you want to praise, whatever the case may be. Maybe you got questions for me. Maybe you want to criticize me for something, whatever the case may be. So yeah, feel free to call in. And again, it doesn't matter where you're calling in from or what football team you support. I don't care where. I want to hear from as many people as possible. Hey, big up. It says, Flawless, I thought you were a workaholic, bro. I am, hey, JT, but I'm not going to lie. I am kind of tired. So we'll see. And big up to Don C. It says, all you peoples with a big talk in the chat, call in. You already know, Don C, what people be on. But we're going to redirect.
Big up Neil for his comment as well.
Yeah,
Onana, Shaw, Dalot, Casemiro, Hoyland. Yeah, you see? Diogo Dalot remains consistent in it.
Big up Nick every single time, but shouts. But yeah, keep a lookout, people, on the playback. Like I said, you may get the Serie A game, maybe not. Like I said, I got some stuff to do, and outside of that, I might need to take a nap. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling it. I'm flagging. But yeah, NBA content over there, so that's where you get the NBA watch-alongs, both of them.
What's the Serie A game, if you don't mind me asking?
I might do Inter Fiorentina. That's the Serie A game. Yeah, I might do that. I know you watch Serie A, so obviously if I do it and you want to pull up
because Napoli are doing exactly what I said they do. Yeah. Everybody, they're going to win. Napoli's going to choke this. Feel
free to pull up, Eddie, if you're about, and same to you, connect everyone else. But yeah, NBA content over on the playback, Premier League watch-alongs, Champions League watch-alongs, Europa League, UFC, boxing, gaming content all over on the Sarcasm City TV playback. You can see it on the screen, www.playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. That is playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV, or just download the playback app from your app store. And in the same way you comment and watch here on the YouTube is the exact same on the playback, people. The exact same on the playback. So get over there. You sign up for free, create an account, all that good stuff. And then, like I said, just come type in Sarcasm City TV, follow us. Roll to 1,000 over there. And this show and all the other shows on the channel are available on all audio platforms as well. Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc., etc. And you all get the ManDem United podcast tomorrow, because I'm out tomorrow, people. So I'm working. I got some stuff to do. So I'm not out. But obviously tomorrow you will get the Manchester City Real Madrid watch along on the playback, and then following that you'll get the United City show with Veta. Hopefully we'll be talking about Manchester City loss. Hopefully Real Madrid pack them up. That's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, we're gonna redirect over to Lewis anyway. So all I need you lot to do is put Sarcasm City TV raid in the chat, people. Sarcasm City TV raid in the chat. But this has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up again and salute.